Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Miss Brenda. I'm so glad you joined us today. I have a very special guest, and her name is Elizabeth. That's right. You can go ahead and say it. Does anybody ever call you just Beth or just Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
I love the name Elizabeth. My aunt, my grandmother's sister, was named Elizabeth. But do you know what they called her? They would call her sometimes Bessie. And I don't know why, but sometimes they called her Bessie. So when I was real little, I called her Aunt Bessie. And then I didn't know it. When I got older, she decided she didn't want anyone calling her Bessie anymore. She said, I'm Aunt Elizabeth. And so, and I'm really excited because even Melissa, who's our general manager for Kids Club for Jesus, is with us today. And she was able to meet my Aunt Elizabeth many times. So, Elizabeth, I am really glad you've joined us today. And can you tell us how old you are?
I am 9 years old.
9 years old, and what grade are you in?
Third.
You're third grade. What do you love the most about school?
Math.
Math? Are you pretty good in it?
Yes.
You are. Well, tell me, are you going to actually school right now? Because of COVID, a lot of kids are not going to actual school. They're Zooming or they're, doing virtual classes. Are you actually going to school?
Yes.
So I bet you're glad for that, are you?
Yes.
And do you have some friends you'd like to say hi to? Maybe they watch this program. Can you tell them hello?
Hi, Emily and Jill.
Okay, you can give them a big old smile.
She also knows Daniel, who was on the other day.
Oh, so you know Daniel. Say hi to Daniel, too.
Hi, Daniel.
Daniel was on here. Did you happen to see Daniel when he was on the program?
Yes.
You did. He did a pretty good job, didn't he?
Yes.
So you kind of know. You've watched the show. You know exactly what to do, and you're pretty good. You're pretty cool with it all, right?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Do you have any siblings?
No.
No. So you have any sports or anything that you like to do?
Soccer.
And what else?
And that's it.
Soccer. You're good at soccer?
Yes.
And let me ask you this. Do you love to cook?
Yes.
Do you help Nana cook?
Yes.
Guess what? At the end of the program, your Nana and your Aunt Tammy are going to come out and taste and they're going to be our tasters. They're going to tell us whether or not we did a good job. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they'll be pretty honest, or you think they'll just kind of go?
They're always honest.
That's a good thing. You want to always be honest, right? And
Yes.
if it tastes bad, we want them to say so, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We only want honest comments. Well, I am excited today because what are we fixing today?
Lemon poppy seed bread.
Lemon poppy seed bread. And I usually wait to the end of the program to show you, but maybe we'll show them now what we're making so you can look forward to it. I've got it all wrapped up to keep it nice and moist inside so that you can see what we're making and you can look forward to seeing it. So hold it like this up to the camera and go over there, and Melissa, hold it. You have to go to the side. Melissa will show you where to hold it. Keep going. She'll tell you. And keep raising it up more. And you might want to tip it toward the camera. Can you tip it toward the camera? Here we go.
This way.
Yep,
Yeah.
just like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? Okay. And this cake is I call it a cake. It's a bread. But I'm telling you, it tastes so much. It is so delicious. And it has like a cake-like texture. I think you're going to really like it. You do not have to write the recipe down because the recipe is already on our website. Go to kidsclub4jesus.org. kidsclub4jesus.org. Click on recipes. And guess what, folks? All of our recipes are there. The ones we've been doing all year long. You can get them anytime you want. But this recipe...
There's a vegan version.
And there's also a vegan. Today we are not making the vegan version, but I always give a vegan version. So the vegan version is online, and you can get that. And let me just welcome people to the program. Should we do that? Shall I get them
Yes.
set up? I think that's probably a good thing to do, right?
Yep.
And they'll look at there. And so we see, Chris has joined us. Hello, Chris. How are you? All the way from Nashville. And guys, please tell me where you're from. I love hearing where you're from. Don't you, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Yeah, we have people that join us from Turkey and the Philippines and Australia and all over the world. So I love it when you tell us where you're from. Carolyn Walker is joining us from Wausau, Wisconsin. And Carolyn, you're always good about telling us where you're from. Thank you for that. And Chris says she's from Nashville and she's excited about the recipe. And Mary Guy is watching from Michigan. Pamela Morgan is watching from all the way from Jamaica. Have you ever been to Jamaica?
No.
I have been to Jamaica, but I really haven't seen your beautiful country because I flew in there to speak for your camp meeting. And I only saw your airport, and from the airport to the hotel to where the camp meeting was, back to the hotel, back to the airport. Oops, I touched the faucet. That's a pretty neat trick, isn't it? You see my faucet, just touch it and it comes on. And sometimes I do that. But that's all I saw of the beautiful country. So I think I need to come back to Jamaica, Pamela, so I can actually, you can show me around. Let's see. We have Cynthia is watching, and Rhonda Bernard all the way from Naples, Florida, and she loves lemon poppy seed bread. So it's good to see you, Rhonda. And my mom is watching. Hi, Mom. My mom's watching in the other room right now with her dog, Zeke. Melanie is watching. And Melanie, where are you watching from?
She tells you in the comments.
Oh, she told me in the comments? Okay, she's watching from Virginia. Okay. Melissa Hoffman is our general manager for Kids Cover Jesus, and she's behind the camera keeping everything straight. Okay, so if I miss one of your comments, she'll let me know. And then we have Melody Frazier, and Leilani is watching from Virginia. And then we have Sonia is watching, and Craig is watching, and Cynthia is from West Texas. And guess what, Cynthia? I took my nurses training in Dallas, Texas. I love Texas. My dad actually pastored quite a few districts in Texas as well. He pastored East Texas, Lufkin and Nacogdoches churches, and then also pastored the Breckenridge, Graham, Weatherford, and Mineral Wells churches. So I love Texas.
Melanie is actually right here in Chattanooga. She's Melanie.
Melanie's from
Chattanooga.
From Chattanooga. Okay. And Cynthia, but I said Cynthia is from West Texas. And then we also have Salasini is watching from Fiji. Oh, I'm so glad you're watching us from Fiji. I wondered, can you tell me, did we meet when I was there just a couple of years ago to speak? I had such a wonderful time. Your island is so gorgeous, and I had such a wonderful time there. I'm wondering if we actually got a chance to meet while I was there. You can let me know. All right, so I'll just read the recipe for you, but you don't have to watch it down, write it down, print it off. You can make notes, whatever. But you are going to need here a set of dry ingredients, a set of wet ingredients. We're just going to mix those together. That's all there is to it. Isn't that going to be easy?
Yes.
So you have 3 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 3 tablespoons of poppy seeds. And the wet ingredients are 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of the zest of lemon zest. It's really the zest of 1 lemon. 1 cup of canola oil, 3 large eggs, 3/4 cups of milk, 3/4 cups of buttermilk, 1 1/3 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. For the glaze, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1 cup of powdered sugar.
We just had a special guest to join us that's related to Elizabeth.
Okay, so we just had a special guest join us. And let's see, and my grandson is here. Do you want to come say hi, Mike?
No, I'm good.
You're good? I tried to get him to come and say hi. Let's see, so my mom is watching. We have Mara Ware is watching. Craig Snyder is Elizabeth's granddad. Also, your granddad is watching from Chattanooga. Can you say hi to your granddad?
Hi, Craig.
No, you don't call your grandpa Craig, do you? What do you call him?
Granddad.
Well, say hello to Granddad, okay?
Hello.
Want to send him some love? Say, hey, Granddad. No?
No.
Okay. You're going to be shy about that. All right. That's okay. And we have Amy McKnight is joining us as well. Amy, tell us where you're joining us from, okay? All right. So now we're going to put our dry ingredients in first, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and put your flour in this bowl. And just go ahead and dump it in, and you can use the spatula if you miss anything. But I think you got here. I'll hold it up. We get it all almost out. My mom's watching. She always says get everything out to the last drop. So my mom is watching. Don't get me in trouble today, Elizabeth. Come over this way, though, sweetie. Okay? Good job. Okay, and then we're going to put in all of these dry ingredients. Okay? So here are our poppy seeds you can put in, our baking powder, and our salt. Okay? And we'll just put those right in here.
Which one next?
Yep, doesn't matter.
Salt.
Just put them in there, and you're just going to put the... Oops, there's a little more in there. And then you're just going to go ahead and mix that up together a little bit. You can even do it with the wire whisk because that might be easier because we want to keep it in the bowl. Okay, there you go. All right. How's that doing? Oh, look, she's going to make her own mixer. Did you see that? Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, there you go. Several weeks ago, I called this a whisker instead of a wire whisk, and Melissa will not let me hear the end of that. She keeps teasing me that I called this a whisker. Okay, let's see. Let's get our edges, and that looks really good. So we're just going to set that aside for right now, and we are going to now combine all our wet ingredients. Put your sugar in first. Very good. And then we're going to put your oil in, and you might need your to get all the oil out of it, okay? Go ahead and pour that in there. And let's see. And you guys, if you have any questions at all, now is the time to ask. Don't be shy at all. Just go ahead if you got any questions. And that looks good. Now let's put in our lemon juice. And let's put in our buttermilk. And you're going to need your spatula to get everything out, okay? And there you go. Oops, sorry, hon. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and now our regular milk, you want to pour that in. And maybe what I'll do is crack these eggs in here, and you can dump them in one at a time, okay? Yes, okay. Wait a minute. So Melissa's got a question on buttermilk. What is it, Melissa?
When you use buttermilk, do you have to shake it?
She's wanting to know if you use buttermilk, do you have to shake it? And the answer is absolutely yes, because it will separate. You can go ahead and dump that in. And I crack my eggs one at a time into a bowl instead of directly in. And do you know why? Because just in case one of the pieces of eggshell gets in there, I don't have to fish it out of my dish. It's one at a time. I can get it out of there quite easily. And here's your last egg. It gets 3 eggs. Okay. And just wipe my hands on this. And then we're going to get, let's see how much of a vanilla. We're getting 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So you want to hold this over here for me, and I'll give you 1 teaspoon of that. And there you go. Put that over there. Good job. Okay. And now I want to show you, does anybody here know what a zest of lemon is? Do you know what lemon zest is?
Nope.
You don't. So in case you don't know what lemon zest is, it is just the zest of the outside of the lemon. It's just the lemon peel. You know what? So I have washed a lemon for you, and we're going to show you. Can you go hold this up to the camera over there, and Melissa will tell you where to hold it so you can see what a zester looks like. And this makes it zesting a lemon very, very easy. Okay? So what you're going to do is, and let's see if you would like to try this, okay? Let me put this over here, and we'll just put this out of camera range right now just to show you this. Because this is our lemon zest. This is what, you want to go show them what this looks like? And so we already have it done, but I wanted you just to...
toward the camera a little bit?
Yep. Does she need to come closer?
No.
Okay.
I think she needs to go a little farther away because it looks all just yellow.
Okay, come back farther.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Okay, so there we go. So this is our, you can go ahead and put this in their bowl right there. Perfect. Oops, so let's get all that out there. You might want to just take, yeah. Perfect. Just put it all in there. We want to keep all that lemony goodness in there, okay? Okay. Now we'll put this over here. Now, here's all you're going to do. This little tool, has these little round holes at the end, are sharp. It's like little blades, so you don't want to get your finger on that. So when you hold the lemon down, you just scrape across it like this, and those little zesty pieces come right off. And look, can you see this right here? Right there.
It kind of blends in with
It blends in?
With the whites. It's hard to see.
Okay, so why don't we put some in your hand that you can show them. And Melissa, go over there and Melissa will tell you where to hold your hand.
All right, hold it up a little.
Can you hold your hand up a little?
And then tip it.
And tip it towards the camera?
The light is real.
How's that?
Oh, there we go. That's better. I'll just turn the light down a little bit. Good.
Okay, want to turn it back up then? All right. So you can put that down there. So what you want to try it? You just we don't
Yes.
need it for the recipe, but I want you to just see what it's like. Turn it the other way. Yes. Yep. Just drag it across the top. That's. Yep. It's like you're scratching its belly. Just give it a good scratch. Not that a lemon has a belly, but. Okay, perfect. And look at all your little lemon zest right here. And that is what you call lemon zest. And this is the zester. Okay, so we'll put that over here for now because we've already made this. But I'll use this for later because I'm going to make some for my bake sale. If you live in the Collegedale area at all, every Friday, Melissa and I are at the village market. And we have baked goods that we sell. Bread and cookies and lemon poppy seed bread and scones. Melissa makes the most amazing scones and pies. I'm going to make a lot of apple pies this week. So we have all kinds of baked goods. So if you live in this area or you know somebody does, let them know. Come by at noon every Friday at the village market. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to make some of that for Friday. I think people would like that. Okay. So now let's bring our wet ingredients. And we have everything in there except why don't you use this. And for this one, you're going to have to actually break up those eggs like that and stir because you don't want to get it out of the bowl. So you have to break it up and then stir it around, okay? And I can help you. Yeah, you have to be real careful because you got to keep it inside the bowl, okay? And I'm getting that sugar help dissolve in there. And now, so, yep, go ahead and keep stirring that in. Yep. And one way that you can do that when you're stirring a wire whisk like that, you want to go under and over, just like the jump rope, okay? So, and you have to do it down in, otherwise it will splash out of the bowl. But just start doing it like that, because what you're really doing is going under and over, you know? Try that. Good job. Keep going like that. Perfect. Turn it around. And that looks really amazing. Keep doing it. You're doing a great job. Keep on going. She's doing a great job, isn't she? I am proud of you, Elizabeth. Let's see who else is here. We have Shervine is watching. Hello, Shervine. And we have and Pamela Morgan says she has a daughter named Elizabeth. So we'll have to tell her to watch sometime. And then Ash is here. Ash is our director for social media, and she lives all the way in South Africa. Yes. Can you say hi to Ash?
Hi, Ash.
And let's see. Then we have Jackie Rogers is watching us. Jackie, where are you from? And we also have Connie watching us. So, Connie, I'm glad you're watching with us, too. We're making, for those of you who joined us late, we're making lemon poppy seed bread. Let me share something with you. If you were watching last week, I bet you were surprised to hear that we were making lemon poppy seed bread. Were you not? If you heard the program last week, because I announced on the program last week that today we were making my famous chocolate chip cookies. But guess what? We accidentally got the week switched around. My nephew Nolan is going to be with me next week, not this week. And he really asked me, he said, Auntie, can we, make your chocolate chip cookies? That's his favorite thing. So it isn't this week because we got the week switched. He's coming next week. So next week is the chocolate chip cookies. And so this week it's the lemon poppy seed bread. Okay, so how's that? Oh, you did an amazing job. That looks really good. So now, you know what I think I'll do is I think I'm going to give you a little measuring cup here. Nope, we're going to need this. And I'm going to have you I'm going to stir, and you put in like a half cup at a time, okay? And go ahead and, it doesn't have to be measured. You can just scoop and dump, okay? Like that. And I'll try to, while you're scooping and dumping, I'll try to stir and get that all incorporated. And you don't need a mixer for this recipe. You only want to stir it until all the flour is combined. What do you think that means, Elizabeth?
So that means you're basically combining all of it to make a bread.
Okay, but if it's all the flour's combined, what does that mean? That we don't see white anymore. That means that the liquid has absorbed all the flour, all the dry ingredients. That's what that means. So we just want it all combined until you can't see the flour anymore, okay? So, and when it gets down really low like that, you can just tip the bowl over and put it in here, okay? And see how we're just I'm trying to get all the flour incorporated into all those nice wet ingredients. And doesn't it look there very, very good? You did an awesome job. Doesn't it look good with the poppy seeds in there?
Ooh, yes.
Let me get you some of this while you're stirring. I'll push this around here for you. And we're almost. Now, while you're doing that, that's probably not a good tool for this one right now. I want you to mix like I showed you, okay? Because that's the best way to mix for this one right here. Yep. Now you're doing great. Okay, keep that up. Mix just a little bit more. While she's mixing, I want to share with you, don't you love those little tips that make your recipe successful? Well, this is one of those tips that I wanted to show you the difference of. Some people, I use, my pans are well seasoned. They're darker and they're well seasoned. And when I don't actually wash these with soap. I baked bread in these for years. And what I do is, when they're hot, I wipe them out with a towel and I season them. This is a new pan that hasn't been seasoned. It's nice and shiny. However, it doesn't make the best bread because this is going to, the dark heats up faster than the light. So I wanted to show you the difference. I baked one like this so you could see it. I thought it's much better for you to see. It will still bake, but I wanted you to see the difference. So this one is the one I baked in the light pan. And let me just come over here and show you the difference. In the light pan, can you help me with this, Melissa? Can you see how this is light in here? And also, you'll see the sides kind of folded over. Are they able to see that, Melissa?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see this is light. It's very light on the bottom. And it's going to taste just fine. But now I want to show you the difference. Let me get one right. I want to show you the difference. This one now I've already got the glaze on. But I want to show you, can you see how even the color is all the way around? Because this one, and maybe I can tip it like this and you can see the bottom of that. And how even that is, that's because this one was baked with the dark pan. And so that really is how important it is to choose the right pan for your recipe because it will bake better. It will still bake. If all you have is a light pan, it will still bake. But here's what I do when I get a new pan like this one over here. I will spray it with a nonstick cooking spray and just put the pan in my oven and heat it up to 400 degrees and let it get really hot. And I do that several times. And I season the pan. That's how I get it to do that. You can also just purchase darker pans, and that's actually easier. So I wanted to just share that with you. Okay, now we can put that away, and we will, our spatula. You did a wonderful, wonderful job. I hope you guys are just giving her a big hand of applause at home, because Mom and Auntie over there, let's give her a big applause at home, because she's doing a great job. You can give yourself a clap, too. That's right, because you did a good job. Now we're going to take our pans, and you can do one of two things. You can oil them and put some flour in them and pat the flour back and forth and flour your pan. Or if you happen to have something that's a lot easier, like Baker's Joy, that has this, a nonstick cooking spray with flour in the spray. It's one step. I love this. So what I do is, and I'm going to just put it like this so you can see how you can see the white flour, and it has the spray. So, woo! I'm getting that all over. We'll put that's it. That's getting to me. All right, so let's put this over here. And okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to hold this. Actually, are you able to hold this bowl for me? We're just going to divide it evenly between two pans. Let's stop here and over here. Okay. And can you hold it tight? And I'll try to scooch it out of here. Good job. Woo! You're doing a really good job. So let's just put this right in here and almost out. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, I can probably put a little more in this one now if we got a little bit left in here. And then what we should have done before we started this recipe, I'm telling you a little late, is start our oven. Our oven is at 350 degrees, and I forgot, didn't I?
Yep.
And so, but guess what? It's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. I just like to have it started so that as soon as we're done, we can pop it right in the oven. All right? Let me put that over here. So let me start the oven over here. And I think if you joined me last week, I had just gotten my new ovens, and it's double oven. So I can set 2 different temperatures, and I was just learning how to do it. But let's see. It's on now. So we will put this aside, and we will bake this at 350 degrees for 50 to 60 minutes, depending on your oven. But you bake it until a toothpick comes out clean. Now, you see what I use for my toothpick? I have a long toothpick, and so I can just stab it right down in the center, and you want it at the center of your, because sometimes the sides will cook faster, almost always, than the center. So if you want to know if your bread is done, put it in the center, and it should come out clean. If there's anything liquid sticking to it at all, you got to keep baking it, okay? So it's 50 to 60 minutes, depending on your oven. This bread that I did today took me about 55 minutes, and then it was perfect. So I'm going to just set this over here while waiting for it to go in the oven. We're going to put, actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to do this for you first. We're going to show you how to mix the glaze, okay? So I've got one like this, and this is a really fun thing to do. We're going to put this in here, Elizabeth. Why don't you spoon with your, you can take this and put that in there, okay? Oh, that's powdered sugar. That's all that is. Yep, go ahead and put that in there. Yep, there we go. Good job. Okay, and the other thing you're going to put in there is lemon juice. 2 ingredients. That is it. To make your lemon glaze, it's just fresh lemon juice, and always use fresh. I know that you can buy lemon juice in a bottle, but it has an aftertaste to it, and I really don't like that aftertaste. There's nothing like the fresh lemon. If you don't have lemons and you have limes, you can use lime. That won't be a problem at all. But I really don't recommend the juice in a bottle for anything. Always use the fresh. So now whip that up until you don't see any lumps. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yep. And I'm going to get you a little spoon over here. Just keep on. Just kind of whip it up really good. Really. Yep. You're doing good. Making a nice glaze. And what you want to do is, as soon as your bread comes out of the oven and a toothpick has come out clean, you are going to let it set there for about 5 minutes. And then it will come out very easily out of your pan, and you put it on a cooling rack. I put a piece of foil underneath it because while it is still hot, we are going to stab it with something to put holes in it, and then pour that glaze in while it is still hot. And all that glaze kind of sinks down into that bread and makes it so yummy good. So you did a really good job. That looks amazing. I don't think you could have done a better job than that, Elizabeth. You did an awesome job. Now I've got a chopstick. You see this? It's just it's a plastic chopstick. That's all I use. And you can see how with the size hole it would use. And what you're going to do is go ahead and make several different, like over here, like different places in the cake. Yep, you can stab at different places. And some in the center, and get a few in the center, right down to the beginning. Now you're good. Now what we did that for is so all that glaze can kind of seep down in there. And wasn't that fun? You have to just have it. This is really fun, isn't it? Okay, so now you're going to take that glaze, and I can see she's eager to do it. She is not shy at all. She knows what she's doing. And go ahead and go close and drizzle that all over that bread. Okay? Because I already did the other one for us, so you can just drizzle it all over. And even though this, you can tell this did not rise as high as the one in the dark pan, it's still going to be an amazing taste and amazing bread. It's not going to hurt it at all. The dark is better. And keep just drizzling all that over there. Let's see if you have any questions for us, okay? Let's see here. Let's see. Jackie Rogers is watching, and Connie Erickson is watching, and guess what? Carolyn says you look like you know what you're doing. And she'll take that. So then Joyce is watching. Hello, Joyce. Where are you from? And she's trying to get all the flour incorporated in all those ingredients. You're doing a good job. Adam Miller. Hello, Adam, is watching us. And Sharon is watching. And where are you from, Sharon? Julie is watching. Where are you from, Julie? And also Kathy. We don't know where Kathy is watching. And Megan. And guess what? My good friend Gerda Von Mauer, all the way over in Frankfurt, Germany, is watching. So Gerda, you are going to want to make this for Reed. It is really a moist, awesome bread. I love lemon anything. So look at how she's doing. Yep. There. Did you hear my oven? He was singing a song over there telling me my oven is ready. So I'll let you continue doing that, and I'll pop this in the oven. And let's see, right down here. And Melissa, will you let me know in 50 minutes? I test it in 50. So we've got it for 50 minutes, and I'll test it in about 50 minutes, and then if it needs to go more, I put it for more. Well, guess what? Now is tasting time. So let's get our plates out here. Are you anxious to taste?
Yes.
Do you like lemon flavored things?
Yes.
You do? Okay, so let's put our bread out here. And we probably should wash our countertop off here just a minute. I got frosting all over me. And
Oh my.
do you get frosting on you at all, or you're good? You got a little flour in your elbow, but that's it here. Oh, yeah, you did. Here, let me get that off for you. Yep, you're good. And the good news is it's washable, right?
Yep.
Yep, so. Okay, so there's our bread that's already done. Let's get our plates over here. And let's slice them up, and then we'll call your Nana and your Aunt Tammy out to taste. So I'm going to just cut a piece like this off. And I want to just layer this so that you guys can see how wonderful this looks. Okay, so let's show you. Can you hold this up, and Melissa will tell you what. I want you to see the inside of the bread. So I want them to see this. How's that?
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Good.
Isn't that good? You see all those yummy poppy seeds in there? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's have Nana and Aunt Tammy. Come on out, guys. Come on. Woo! They're being a little shy, but when they get out here, that'll be okay. Just come on out and wave your hand, guys. Come on in. Come on all the way around over here. And we're going to give you some of our poppy seed bread to try. And I'll give you a little piece to start with. Whoops, we didn't cut all of it off. So you give that to... Pass that out to one, and we'll give you another one here. And then you get one too. How's that? You can either pick it up with your fingers. Come over here, guys, if you would. Right over here so everyone can see it. Come up here, Elizabeth. Okay, so now you get to taste it. Come up. Oops. Okay. Nana right there. Okay, I want to make sure you guys are seeing. Okay, so now tasting. What do you think? And now that I've got their mouths full, see, I'm the one here without the food in my mouth. You can give it a thumbs up or...
Delicious.
Delicious?
Delicious.
All right.
Very good.
All right. Well, I hope it has inspired you to make this as well. And stay right where you are. You're good. You're good. One of the things that you can do, sometimes I've just to shake it up a bit, I have added golden raisins to this recipe as well as walnuts or pecans. And if you want just a little more texture in there, you don't need it really, do you? But if you want to add something more like that, you can. And you can be creative too. You might have something else that you want to add. Let's see. Melissa is saying to go look here. She said, Jennifer is saying, "Hey Brenda, slice my slice with Elizabeth, please." Okay, I would love to do that for you and send you some. And Julie is watching from Greencastle, Pennsylvania. And you're good friends with both your Nana and your Aunt Tammy. Okay? So next week we are making my famous chocolate chip cookies. My nephew Nolan will be with us, and I'm really excited that he's coming. And I want to thank you. No, stay right here. Look at how she's so nervous. We're going to wave to everybody because I want to thank you, first of all, for joining us. Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming and being on the program. Would you want to come again sometime?
Yes.
Was that fun?
Yes.
She was a natural, wasn't she? Well, I want to encourage each one of you to eat healthy, keep cooking, and remember, it's your time to share
Yeah,
Jesus.
yes.
Bye-bye, everybody. God bless you. See you next week.